in the world could have made that shot. It's the only thing I was ever good at. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I see. Hey, Riggs.
Yo.
You really like my wife's cooking?
No. See you tomorrow.
Get out of there, Burbank. Get. Oh, he's cute. What we got here? Police evidence.
Morning, Roger. Here, have some coffee. Hey, Roger, I've been doing a little thinking. I've been doing a lot of thinking, actually, about the night Amanda Hunsaker died.
How'd you get here?
Trish let me in.
What time is it?
It's daytime.
Okay,
Listen, about the night Amanda Hunsaker died, she... What was the name of that hooker who witnessed the jump?
Come on, you let me go to sleep.
No, come on, we gotta get up and catch bad guys today.
Okay, I'll
Be
go
real
get a shower.
policemen.
I'll get a shower.
Yeah. What was the name of that hooker? You know, the one that witnessed the jump? Wilshire Vice says Century City's not a usual
Dixie.
turf.
Her name is Dixie. Give me that cup. And get out of here. Someone was in bed with Amanda Hunsaker the night she died.
Right, up till now, we assumed it was a man.
Okay, suppose it was Dixie.
Okay, disgusting, but okay. Let's say Dixie put the drain cleaner in her pills.
Say someone paid her to do it.
Sure, she thinks fine. Amanda swallows a couple of downers and she's dead. Then Dixie.
If it was her.
If it was her, she's got plenty of time to spritz the place up, get out, whatever.
Except Amanda jumps out the window.
Oh, Dixie pushes her, you know, either way.
Either way, she has to make a quick exit because the body's public. So she hauls ass downstairs.
People are coming out saying, what's happened, what's happened?
Somebody spots her. She says, shit.
That's right, she actually stops and says, shit.
The point being that now she has to cover her ass.
Right. So she grabs the nearest flat-foot she can find and she says, officer, officer, I saw the whole thing.
Right.
Right.
That's pretty fucking thin.
That's very thin.
What the hell? Thin's my middle name.
Yeah, your wife's cooking. I'm not surprised.
What?
Nothing.
Remark rocks like that will not get you invited to Christmas dinner.
My luck's changing for the better every day.
All right, baby, come to Roger. Come on. Cinnamon. Read 'em and weep. What do you do? Sleep with that thing on your pillow?
I would if I slept.
Step back, baby. Let me show you what an old man can do. Just warming up, just warming up.
Officer White, please pick up line 3. Officer White, pick up line
Watch carefully.
Ceasefire on number 7, number 8. Weapons in safe position. Downrange target.
Hey, look at that, will you? Not bad for an old man.
Okay, step aside, old man.
Lieutenant Evans, report to the range commander. Lieutenant Evans, report to the range commander.
Oh.
No, I don't see it.
So here's the interesting thing. If you go to Netflix and you try to restream Netflix, it like blocks out
Yeah, is
the
that what you're
video.
doing? Because you can't see anything.
I know, exactly. It's quite amazing. I don't know how they do that.
Oh,
That
I
is
hear
quite
it.
amazing.
Oh, wow, it does say a lot of.
It's it's Lethal Weapon.
You gotta mute it, Duff.
I did. I just did.
Okay.
I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Duff,
No worries.
Beer, Hillary, Duff.
It's
You know,
a
do
it's a
you
Duff
know what
episode.
I am saying?
I can sense it.
How
I know
do-
what
how
you were
do-
saying. Do you know what I am saying?
How do they do this? Do you know what I am saying? Like, how do they do this?
I don't know. That's impressive, man.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to restream it. Like, how do they just stop it? You know, who's playing guitar? Who's playing guitar?
Oh, I bought a guitar.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was going to talk about it on the show tonight. So I tightened in this. I just got it. So I was gonna add a little flavor tonight. No, I was just gonna talk about it.
Play us
I
a
don't know
song.
how to play a song yet.
Make one up.
Is it acoustic or what?
Yeah, it's acoustic.
Jake's dad knows how to make guitars. It's beautiful. I really
Really?
want an acoustic.
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. We had pictures of it. It's like custom. To get this, check this out. You know the hole in the front of your guitar.
Yeah.
So the guitars that his dad makes have holes at the top so that you can hear, you know, more clearly what you're playing.
Oh,
It's kind of
interesting.
cool. I have an electric, so the only thing I
Oh,
can
really?
do. Yeah, so I still play it. It just doesn't sound as great. Without
This
it
costs
plugged in.
$30 on Amazon,
Shut
so
the
I
fuck
really
up.
wasn't gonna
Shut the
say
fuck
no
up.
to it.
Is it a Squire?
No, it's like I don't know. It's just like Amazon's cheapest guitar.
All right.
But
Can you play
Fender
a G?
is. I don't know anything about it. Literally, I bought it and was like, I'm gonna take guitar lessons. Fender is doing a free app, 90-day trial, 90 days.
Yo, I could teach you how to play some like basic chords. I could teach you how to play. I could teach you the power chord, which is the basis for like every single fucking
Pop song ever.
pop song of the.
I
Yeah.
have a question before that though. How do you know when the strings are tight?
Well, so
Like,
it
enough.
They're
doesn't.
supposed to be tight.
Well, okay, so it actually doesn't really matter.
Right.
You just wanna make sure that it's tuned. Depending on the gauge of string, it might feel tighter or looser.
I see. Okay, they did give me a tuner.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
as long as it's tuned, it's fine.
Oh,
I don't know how to tune a guitar either.
I can show
is
you how
it?
to do it.
God, it's been so long. It's E,
EADGEE.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I can, if you want, for like 15 minutes after the show, we can video chat. and
Oh
I'll
my
show
god,
you.
definitely. That would be awesome.
Yeah. But first off, before we get into anything, I really need
Twashi's
to
a rock star. Did you know that?
He used to be.
You're a rock star?
He's a retired rock star.
Oh.
a failed retired.
I literally just picked it up. I got it. I took it out of the box.
Emphasis
and then
on the failed.
the cords were loose, so I was tightening them up.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to just tighten it up. I'll show you what to do. You want to use the tuner that you got. First off, before we get into anything, I really need to apologize to my audience. I have not posted a new video for months. Shit has really hit the fan, with all the COVID-19 stuff. I'm trying to do everything I can to make money during this time. And, I
failed us all.
I haven't reached critical mass, but I have been growing. We have been growing in subscriber base. I hit 226 subscribers. That's really cool. And also, I haven't been responding in Discord lately. I've been really busy trying to just scrounge around and make money. So I apologize, and I will be getting some content soon. A lot of manufacturers for keyboards have stopped shipping and all that stuff. So I'm waiting on a lot of stuff. My whole schedule for you guys has completely gone through the window. So just throwing that out there. Yep.
The world is a different place.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
It really is.
The good news is that I finally got a job offer. Yay me.
Really?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Where at? If you can say.
I mean, it's in Brooklyn. It's
Doing product?
Is that a good thing or a
doing-
bad thing?
Doing product. It's a little bit far, but it's a good thing right now that we're in quarantine because I can just work remotely and get paid.
Yeah.
And then, one of my side projects is starting to pull in some real deals.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. And I can't talk about the side project online, but yeah. So a lot, the market's been treating me nicely too. So I've been able to get by, but it's just taken me away from doing videos and stuff. But
Yeah.
with some of that income coming, it should relieve me a little bit from the hustle. I haven't had time to play video games, connect with people. I wake up and try and figure out how am I going to make money today?
Sounds kind of like a whore.
Like what?
Like a whore. That's the lifestyle of a whore.
Yeah, well, I mean, that would mean that we're all whores, we're all whores. I'm really, I think, the job has showed, these opportunities have shown me how much relief can be from getting some income, right? And I'm sure everybody out there is in a similar boat. There's this video of people in New York who are essential workers, and I haven't been in the subway because I've been fortunate enough, but the subways are still relatively crowded.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
And it's pretty nuts.
Well, they're saying also it's because a lot of the MTA workers are calling out sick, so they have to run fewer trains, and that's adding to it as well.
That's crazy. And
My cousin works for the MTA, and he said that 80% of the people call out every night.
Because it's not worth the risk, man. It might.
They're still
not
getting
be,
paid, so they're just they're calling out sick. They're still getting paid. So if you can do that, I get it.
Yeah. The other thing is, you can't. It's not worth the risk, and maybe the rest of the country, right? If you're outside of New York, the virus might not be that bad, right? You might not see that many death tolls, and you might think this is no big of a deal than the flu. But in a place like New York, it's so dense that it becomes a real thing, and people I know are getting sick. You know, I'm seeing people in hospital beds and the hospitals being overrun, you know?
Yeah.
And it's, you know, for any worker, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the risk to move. Yeah. But
I agree, and it's some people don't have that
luxury.
It's really scary. Yeah. I mean, I definitely, you see how the class division is real. And I've never been so happy to have a job like I do. But some people have to get out, and it is scary. I mean, you see the streets, and they're all dead, and nobody's out.
Yeah.
It's very apocalyptic here.
Sure, totally. And
Yeah.
the other thing is, son of a bitch, dude. This motherfucker and his chips, dude.
Oh no, sorry. I'm looking for yard sales in here today.
Yeah, I know.
Is it just the three of us right now?
Yeah, it's just the three of us right now.
Sorry, I'm digging through drawers.
I'm sorry I missed last week.
I feel like having a bit of a vape.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be sorry. We missed you very much. I missed you very much. Yeah, so
That makes
you can't. Yeah. Are people yelling out of the window at 7 p.m. where you are right now?
They were, but they have. I listened. It was actually yesterday, and because they had been for a while, but then they stopped. So I
Why
do
were
think
people
it's
yelling?
very much in like the city in Manhattan and like Queens, you know,
Yeah,
further
yeah.
down. But they were doing it, yeah.
So they yell in support for the, you know, like nurses
moving.
and doctors that are every day at 7 p.m. people yell out the window
Yeah.
in support
Like
of,
bang their pots and pans, just like make noise and
you know,
clap. It started off with clapping. Just to
I appreciate it, but
but
in Italy, Italia, Italy, and other countries, you know, they've come up with like really unique things. Like I saw this video of this person in the Ukraine, like pulling up their dog from their patio to make them go pee, you know, from the second floor. You know, they just like lower their dog with a leash, and then pick them back up when they're done. And like Italy was doing like concerts off their balconies and stuff like that. And what do Americans do? They have nothing else to do but just to yell out their window. You know.
But I saw this video
It
of
just
this
seems
one
dumb. You know?
this one guy who was or girl who was trying to sing like they did in Italy.
Yeah.
And some guy you could hear just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like we're like, no thanks.
that's.
And we can't get it together like that.
No. Speaking of which, I'm like seriously considering moving out of country. Yep.
I had
mean,
that thought within
I've
the last
always
2 weeks.
really. I mean, I've always had the dream to move out of the country, so it's always been in the pipeline. But like, I think now more than ever, you know, I'm 30 something, 22 forever.
22.
But you know, fuck, I revealed my age. But I'll edit that out.
Isn't this live?
Yeah, totally. But I mean, I don't think anybody's watching. You know, most of the people who watch after the fact.
Oh.
I got like 5 subscribers. You know, after this. Anyways, yeah, our last show gets like 1,500 to 2,000 views.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Anywho, so there's multiple reasons, but there's this one place I think I finally found the place that I can like make as a permanent residence and feel good about.
What's that?
Panama.
Panama, really?
Yeah, it checks a lot of the boxes, man. Like there's no other places where it has multiple elements. Like they have a metropolitan like feel there, right, in Panama City. But they also have the beach, and they also have like some wilderness, and they also have taxes. If you do business outside of Panama, it's tax free, and there's no capital gains tax. And they speak English, both English and Spanish, and their currency is the dollar.
¿Hablas español?
Un poquito.
¿Eh?
But I can understand
Necesita
it.
practicar.
I can understand it more. I feel embarrassed speaking it because I feel like I carry my American accent. But I'll get used to it. Also, the cost of living is cheaper, and here's the biggest thing is that they're on Eastern Standard Time, and so I can still do business in the United States. And if I need to go to and if I need
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, 100%. And if you need to go to the United States, it's not like you're crossing an ocean. You know what I mean? So you can move to like Portugal or even Europe or Indonesia or Asia for cost of living changes, or even Singapore for some of that free market tax-free
situation.
If you
have to come back to the U.S., it's a bitch and a half.
Exactly, but Panama's not bad. Bad. And so for the same for 1/4 of the price of my current living standard, I can get an even better living situation out there.
Yeah.
Can you say hi to my friend? His name is Snow. I can't read this. Can Alexa, you sound
Snow.
like you are
Snow.
more.
Gostiso? Is that what it says? Snow Gostiso? Call him Snow. What's up, Mr. Snow?
I'll call him Snow. 916 Snow.
Snow. Lord Snow.
916 Snow. What happened to Duff? She left.
I'm sure.
I'm back. Sorry, I messed up.
916 Snow. How'd you end up here? He's gonna
Lord
be so happy.
Snow.
Look. Oh! King of the North.
Yeah. King of the North.
King of the North. 916 Snow's like, I don't know how I got here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. That's
Lord
a funny ass
Snow.
shit. Dude, what's on Google Trends right now? It's always fun
What?
going to this place.
Google Trends?
Yeah, you know what else would be fun? Going on 4chan. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, I totally did not prepare because I've been completely swamped.
I threw a couple of things up there.
Oh, okay. Let me open the doc actually.
I always do my homework. I'm a good boy.
You are a good boy. You big boy. So what are you guys doing? So normally we talk about recent happenings and shoot the shit. You're certainly welcome to join. If you join the Discord, you can pop in and talk shit with us if you want. The VAM show Google Docs. What the Google Docs?
Colin Kaepernick is trending right now? That's so weird.
Yeah, right? Good Friday. Tomorrow's Good Friday? God damn it. That means the market's fucking closed tomorrow. Good. I mean, where are you from, 916 Snow? Your English is bad. My English can be bad too. Brazil. Hey, man. Oh, dude, but Brazil, man. Okay, Brazil was a contender for me also to move to. But it seems like, oh, but you live in Germany. Huh. So you're an expat as well. What made you move to Germany? You gotta tell me, now, my dad lives here. Now, are you a resident? Oh, because your dad lives there. I gotcha. So it's like easier for you to gain residency and stuff.
So the most important question.
How is Elton John trending right now on number 14? Well, how is that a thing?
The most important question, Lord Snow, is do the girls in Germany live up to their reputation?
Oof. Oh my God. Can we not? I mean, you run me down a path.
Oh, he turned 50. Is that why? No.
No, but he's dead. He's dead.
Elton John?
What?
He's not dead.
I thought Elton John was dead.
No.
No.
You freaked me out, man.
I was like, whoa, did I miss something?
Yeah, seriously.
I haven't seen that movie, Rocket
Me
Man.
neither.
I heard it's really good, though.
Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Danza. Dude, I love how it's called The Rocket and like how this is very phallic. It's very phallic. He is not dead. Yeah.
This is interesting.
Everybody is smarter than me. What is?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you guys are talking about Google Trends, that the comparison of states that call it football versus American football.
Wait, where is that?
It was on like the top of when you first scroll down.
On Trends?
There's on Trends, yeah.
So,
Do you see that?
That's sample data. I don't know if that's actually true. Is it?
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Oh,
it looks like there's like it's interesting. There's like all the middle states.
Call it
American football.
Dude, the people in the middle states are really, really proud of being an American, including Alaska. It's just these side states, man. They don't want to be Americans.
I mean, Maine. That's weird.
All right. Snow, give me a topic to Lord Snow. Please give us a topic to look up on Google Trends right now.
Does it have to be trending to be on Google Trends?
No, you can search a topic. You can search any topic.
The butt.
The butt?
Yeah.
You can't be serious, dude.
Why not?
The butt?
Yeah, the butt.
Interest over time. So related topics, you get King of the Hill. Smoking and cooking. What is that? Smoking and cooking.
Together?
Oh, dude, look at this. Look at this by subregion. Smoking and cooking has the highest interest in the middle of the country for some fucking reason.
Well, yeah. I mean, they smoke everything down there.
Oh, is that right? Let's see. North Korea.
My gosh.
You really want to look up North Korea?
That bomb
I
ass
was watching this BuzzFeed video today of 5 Jewish mothers making their brisket. Since Easter's coming up, they make brisket for everything. And it was an okay video, but the comments all said, what the heck are they doing with the brisket? They should be smoking it. Every single comment.
What?
It was like, okay. I mean, the brisket's like a Jewish tradition, isn't it? I don't know exactly, but
Wait, a brisket is
from the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. They make a brisket for every holiday.
Huh. I wonder. So if I just put North Korea, wait, hold on. Maybe I should worldwide. What is the image search? A lot of people interested in North Korea. In Uganda. That's just so weird, dude. You just
Together or?
Yeah, they have the highest interest in searching for North Korea in the world. Uganda. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
That's so random. Why would that be? All right, let's look through some of these topics. California surfer gets arrested for surfing.
Yeah, did you guys hear about this?
No, what is this?
Guy in LA got arrested. Just being out on the beach surfing a couple of days ago.
Oh, because of COVID-19.
Yep.
Dude, I got the greatest hits of like COVID-19. You know,
You really do.
pandemic, COVID-19, in quarantine.
You have
Pandemic.
you have really good like little one-liner sing-song things that you do.
Thank you, buddy.
I'll always remember when we used to play video games when we were kids, and you'd be, "Yo, mama's name is." What was
Bone
that?
Crusher. Mama's name is Bone Crusher. Dude, so in New York, it's illegal to be within 6 feet of people. Do you know? Yeah, I mean, yeah, within 6 feet of people, you can get fined $500.
So this surfer thing, like, to be totally honest, I don't know how much of it is like legit. Like this guy, I've gotten conflicting stories. I've heard he was like kind of fucking around, and like the cops warned him and told him to come in, and he probably would have been fine, but he like stayed out there and kept taking waves.
Yeah.
And so eventually, when he finally came in, they just arrested him because he was being a dick, you know. So if he had come in when they warned him the first time, he probably would. So that's what I heard. I don't know the legit story, but the concept is scary. Like the concept should be concerning.
It is concerning. You're right. Like
anytime the government starts like subjugating, oppressing, arresting its citizens for just expressing completely legal, completely free, expression of their rights, that should be concerning, regardless of what's going on. Like I understand we're in a extraordinary situation right now. There's no doubt about that. But the fact that this is happening still should be a.
Well, you heard about the. There's a whole bunch of efforts right now. You've heard about the bill for creating a backdoor to encryption.
Yeah.
So it's they've
been trying that for years, right?
What?
They've been trying that for years, haven't they?
Yeah, but they're really pushing it right now during this time when nobody's really watching. You know what I mean? Because everybody's worried about the pandemic, right? And so what it does is it puts a backdoor in encryption, and they're selling it as, and it's a valid concern, right? You know, human trafficking, child abuse, and all that stuff. But like that's what's in the bill specifically.
Well, that's the problem. Is people are I think the majority of the population. This is a huge generalization, and I have no data to back this up. But I think the majority of the population is relatively uneducated when it comes to how structuring a society works. And with issues like this, it essentially boils down to two essential sort of categories that are trade-offs. And so typically in a society, as you become more secure, as you emphasize security of your society, you become less, you decrease liberty. So the more you increase safety, the more you decrease freedoms, and vice versa. The more you increase liberty, the more you decrease safety. And so we've been on a long, I think, trend where we emphasize security over liberty for decades now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's a little concerning when you have something like COVID going on. If I can get the background song, please. COVID.
Oh, COVID-19.
When you have COVID going on, and like
COVID-19,
this is a perfect excuse to like reduce our rights.
Yeah.
And
well, I think it's happening in a lot more countries than just our own too.
Yep.
For sure, 100%. Yep. There was another article I posted
scary.
last week's. I think I dropped the link in for this week as well. In France, it's they're fining people 4,000 euros for being outside without a purpose. If you're caught outdoors and you're not going to the grocery store, the hospital, you're fined $4,000.
Well, dude,
$4,000. 4 fucking rand. Can you
in
imagine
American
that?
dollars or what?
No, euros.
French.
Euros.
Whoa,
Bro. It's worth more than
whoa.
fucking
Yeah,
dollars.
yeah. Hey, Duff.
Yep.
You know that we can get fined $500 for being within 6 feet of each other, right? And
I did not know that actually.
what happens? I mean, like, we go to the grocery store. You know, when you go to the grocery store, it's impossible, literally impossible, to be over 6 feet away from somebody.
Yeah.
In New York, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
impossible.
haven't been to the store in over a week and a half, and I know that they're like different than they were a week ago.
Yeah.
They've put up a lot more, at least up near me. I did go to CVS to pick up a prescription recently, and it's very different from when the last time I was there, which was a couple weeks ago. They seem to be having a lot more precautions week by week. And there is more room up by me, so I definitely have it better than anybody in the middle of the city. So I can't complain.
Yeah.
Can't complain. So actually, I was looking at the numbers, and the Bronx has the highest concentration of.
They do, of deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
What do you mean you're in love with this person? Who the hell is this?
Because the people
The
in Bronx
Nordic
are fucking
morning
dirty.
routine ice
Dirty
bath.
I mean, it's definitely, more
Too many
suburban
Irish.
Bronx.
Too many Irish there, man. Fucking Irish, dude. You can't trust them.
Dude, the Nordic.
Oh
morning
yeah.
routine?
Oh man. Oh wait. Go back though. Go back. Let's before we switch onto this, because this takes the topic in a whole new direction. Go back.
Go back to what?
Go back to the last article.
Okay.
I'm not done with that one yet.
What?
There's an interesting conversation still to be had. Are you gonna go back, or are you just gonna?
About what?
I'm
Are
back.
you gonna ignore me? Huh?
I'm back. I mean, what are we doing?
Go back to the article.
I am
about,
back.
Oh,
He's there.
sorry.
He's in.
Sorry. The lag
Yeah.
is bad on my side.
Yeah.
So I just thought that this was super interesting, and it sort of gives a new twist to a interesting debate in our current sort of political climate. So in France, they're fining people up to $4,000 for being outside. However, in certain neighborhoods, and these are neighborhoods that are primarily immigrant refugee neighborhoods, and so immigrant refugee communities, not that they're being fined, all of France is being fined $4,000, but the immigrant refugee neighborhoods are not. And on top of that, a lot of those neighborhoods, the housing is paid for by the government, so they get free housing because they're refugees. They often get free income and healthcare, all provided for by the government because they're some sort of refugee/immigrant status. Mostly coming from Syria, some other Afghanistan, some other Middle Eastern country that's under war or something right now, and so they'll come from these countries to Europe, and they'll be settled in various European countries. So this is a big issue for these guys. So they'll get settled into immigrant sort of suburbs where their housing is paid for. They're, like I said, they're provided an income.
So
they're
projects.
provided health care. All of this stuff.
What
paid
the
for by
projects was
government.
supposed to be in New York.
And exactly, and now they're kind of like becoming ghettos. So they're kind of like crime-ridden neighborhoods.
Yep.
And
that's what happens when you do that.
and now, so not only is the French government paying for all subsidizing these people's lives essentially, but they're also like not treating them in the same way. They're being given special privileges during this time of crisis. And I think it puts a really interesting spin on this sort of immigrant conversation, which is sort of a hot political topic right now. and kind of always is. I mean, is it okay to treat these people differently, or should they be facing the same fines? Like, why are they being let go? Like, is that fair? You know what I mean? It just raises a lot of the clear, like, I mean, issues, right?
It's a swing all the way to the other side. I think is what you're trying to say in terms of like it. You know, America, the United States has been like, opposed and trying to restrict immigration a little bit, and doesn't provide much special treatment, whereas France is clearly going over.
Not only France, but a lot of European countries are like this. And I mean, it just, so like try and think about it in context that would relate to us directly. Like so for instance, we resettle a bunch of Venezuelan or Guatemalan refugees in various parts of the U.S.
Yeah.
And we give them all sorts of government subsidies, pay for their housing, give them unemployment benefits so that they don't have to work and they can just sort of sit around and do nothing and still get paid.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, COVID-19 hits, and then you're locked in your house, and if you leave, you can be fined thousands of dollars, but they can still do whatever the fuck. Like, how would you feel about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
is basically, I think it boils down to, is the price of your freedom and liberty worth the security of someone else? Like we were talking earlier about the trade-off between liberty and security. Now you're sort of talking about a trade-off, not your own liberty and security, but your own liberty traded for the security of someone else.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't really make sense, man. I have a bunch of opinions on that stuff. I don't know. What do you think, Duff?
As a person, I think it's a really hard question to answer. So I think
what about as a tiger? It's not as a person.
Or a shark?
No, I'm just saying, like, for
Panda?
me, I would want to choose the person, but a government, it's different. It's a different question when you're thinking about a government. I think, like, if you were asking me, like, would you trade your liberty over somebody else's safety? Me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I might. I think I don't know the answer to that question. I think it would have to be.
So let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't know. I don't want to be put on the spot.
But that's the whole point. Like,
that's the tough
part of the conversation. Let's think about it, right? Like, would you be willing to be locked in your house 3 months out of the year? Like, you can't leave your house at all for 3 months out of the year in order to resettle some Venezuelan refugees, 10,000 Venezuelan refugees, somewhere in upstate New York.
3 months out of every year, or just 1 year?
3 months out of every year.
Why?
Or for the next 3 years. For the next 3 years. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. For the next 3 years. 3 months out of the next 3 years, you have to be locked in your house.
Why? What are they doing in those 3 months?
It doesn't matter.
It does, though. It does to me.
No,
it does.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It goes,
but it does. Like, I need to know the reasons behind it. If I'm going to make an answer, I need to know why 3 months out of every year. Why not just 9 months total?
Okay, or 9 months. Either way, you can choose 9 months in 1 year or 3 months in the next 3 years. The point is, we're all locked inside right now for arbitrary reason outside of our control, and so that's the thought experiment. The reason why you're locked inside is sort of irrelevant. Just thinking in terms of that trade-off, that the very surface level of that trade-off is you're stuck in your house, but some people that live in a country that's falling apart where they're starving and dying get resettled.
I think it is relevant.
You broke up.
Yeah, you guys broke up on me. Can you hear me now?
Are we breaking up?
You
No,
were breaking up on me, but I don't think that I
I'm
think
du-
it's me.
I'm dumping you, Twashi.
Oh no. Oh no.
And
No, no,
I
no,
want
no,
you to
no,
know.
no.
I want you to know it's not me. It's you.
Shit. Damn. Actually, I wish a girl would do that. I wish a girl would say it like that. That'd be really nice. That'd be
You just
really
can't satisfy me sexually.
great.
And
Great.
I definitely missed something.
Listen, I think that I might be a little bit harsh. I mean, it's for the same reason I don't really appreciate universal health care. I believe I believe that there is an area in society where voluntarianism can exist, and voluntary.
what do you mean by that? What do you voluntarism?
So there's this experiment, right, where a group of people wanted to get like a piece of land and create a new country, right, like a sovereign country, and it was going to be based around voluntarianism, where everything that is built voluntarily, and there's no like real like currency or anything like that. But like aside from like being a country, right, I think that I think as long as you set aside an area in which people can live even when they aren't participating in the modern economics, economic structures of the largest countries in the world, like if there's places like that in which you can thrive, that has not been explored enough, I think. And to say that like the only option is to just like we need to give people money so that they can survive within our modern civilization and economy is just one option of many options that probably haven't been explored yet. And I think that housing people, paying them for X amount of time, or housing them, paying them, and then also imposing different sets of rules and privileges make it very difficult for a population to coexist.
I agree.
And if we have these sets of people, we can explore different ways of living and having economic models.
I agree.
So that's just my 2 cents. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows the answer, but I also don't think that we're trying hard enough to figure out an alternative.
Well, I think I agree 100%. It's being painted sort of black and white. It either has to be this or that, which is not the case. And I think that there's an obvious existing solution to all of this. That Duff, what are you doing? Are you like fucking building a house over there or something?
That's what it
No,
sounds
sorry,
like
I'm
when
trying
you
to,
are doing
like,
things,
my-
Lux.
I didn't know it like made that
No, I'm
much
just sitting and
sound.
asking. I think there's an obvious solution to situations like this, like especially my like Venezuelan example, where the U.S. participates in regime change wars all around the world, and we do it for our own self-interest, either to gain military advantage, geopolitical advantage, resource advantage, etc. Before we start committing to resettling, displaced immigrants in our own country, we ought to consider, frankly, invading those countries and reestablishing a structure that actually works, so that rather than these people wanting to immigrate, they can stay in their own country and build a thriving society. You know what I mean? So rather,
you're saying then taking a more active role. You see, I mean, there's
yeah,
there's
I do.
there's
I do.
definitely counter arguments about that.
100%. That I don't think that would fly. That would be such a hard sell. Would be such a hard sell, especially with like the ultra liberal, skew of our European allies.
Yeah,
But if you think about it, like Mexico is essentially a narco state at this point. Like their entire government, from top to bottom, including the highest levels of government, the president of Mexico, all the way down to the bottom, 100% corrupt. Like this is proven fact at this point.
yeah.
And so you might as well just say fuck it. Let's just scrap the entire Mexican side. Let's send the U.S. government in, take them all out, like that like not literally kill them, but like invade the country, remove them from office, set up a structure that works, stick around for 5 to 10 years to make sure that the system doesn't fall apart the minute we leave.
Talking about, I mean, wait, I can't hear you, Duff.
We can't hear you, Duff. You're like,
I'm not muted, am I?
no, but you sound really far away.
Okay.
We barely hear you.
I think I'm a little bit more hopeful that it used to be that governments were established for like protection, and you had like your lords, protection was privatized, and you had your lords and you had your kings, right? And at one point it was just about that, and then it was about money and protection, and I'm hopeful that like we can move away from those things over time, and then borders become more or less meaningless. But I don't want to spend the whole time on this. I really want to understand what the fuck this bathing thing is.
Oh,
and
dude,
why
go
you're so
back.
in love with it.
Man, this chick is badass.
Oh, so it's literally about this chick and not her bathing in the ocean.
No, who gives a shit about that? It's about a hot girl.
I mean, for all I know, this
Okay,
is what Duff looks like.
So I've discovered a couple of really interesting YouTube channels. Her channel being one of them.
Okay, well, what does she do?
Her name is Jonna Yinton or something like that. She is she's Nordic. She's a Viking. So she's in wherever the fuck she lives, Norway or some shit. And this is a frozen lake, bro. Look at this. Look how crazy it is. Look when she goes fully underwater. It
It's so calm.
Exactly. It's so beautiful. If you don't have the volume up, like unmute it for a second. Just listen. So she's in. But watch her dip underneath. Watch when she dips. Look how great.
Yeah, she's dipping underneath right now.
It's like an alien world down there. Look at that. It just looks so weird. Just listen. So she's.
How long did she stay underwater for?
I don't know, but it's like, I mean, that lake is frozen. Like, look how many inches of ice that water is. I don't know. And then watch. She comes out and she just chills on the ice. And, like, in
Viking blood.
Those tiny, that fucking barely any clothes. She's just been in ice water. She sits on the ice on a fur and then, like, just sets a fire and, like, hangs out in the snow. And she's, like, drinking something out of, like, she says some cool word. Watch, she cheers us in a second. It's like, skull.
Yeah.
Hair looks way too dry for just getting out of the water, so she's been out for.
Yeah, I'm sure. Skull.
That's insane, man. That's insane.
It's so badass. Like, her videos are really cool. Like, she has another one. I don't know if I linked it. I don't know. This video, if you just watch it, like, without my bullshit commentary, if you just watch it, it's like, ugh. Like,
have you ever
my reaction to this woman is just like, ugh, God.
She's really
my
pretty.
absolute favorite
She's
sound,
gorgeous.
and it's been fascinating me for
Uh,
And like her
But I had
boyfriend looks like
never
a
heard
total
about it
nerd,
before, until
which
I
like makes
moved
me
to
love
this
her
weird
anymore,
place,
even
the
more.
valley.
Like
Because
she's
it
like
gives you
got,
hope.
yeah, exactly.
I didn't know that the ice can create the most
She's got values.
magical and
Oh, this
otherworldly
is the one
sounds.
that I was thinking of.
Oh,
The
It
fucking
excites
ice
my
makes
spirit,
noise, dude.
and
I didn't
during
know
the
that.
last years
Did you know
I
this?
spent
Oh yeah,
many
ice
winter
makes
nights
noise.
by the lake,
I didn't
Wait,
know that.
what do you
listening and
mean, like
recording the
cracks and
sounds
stuff,
of the
or?
singing
Yeah,
ice.
like it cracks
Yeah,
and it moves. I mean, if you think about it, it's
exactly.
just water, so it's still moving.
Yeah.
Can you can hear it?
These sounds can best be heard in the beginning
I
of
was
the
in
winter,
Alaska,
just as the lake is frozen.
around the glaciers, especially. You could hear the
As the
glaciers
surface of
cracking
ice
and
gets
moving.
thicker,
It was really
it creates a
something.
strong
When were you
tension
in
Yeah.
Alaska?
until it
I went
cracks.
last May.
That's super cool, man.
So happy I
visiting?
went last year.
You know, you get $1,000 just for fucking living there. I thought about
Yeah.
it. I thought about it because it's a beautiful
It
place.
was-
It might be
it's
fun
really
to
amazing
live
up there.
for
I think
a
you have to
little bit.
live there for a while. I don't think you just move there and
I,
start.
I thought it would be cool to live there too. I have to say, like it's, you know, a lot of it's very seasonal though. So
Yeah.
you'd have to get, but you can make like, you know, there's a lot of places. Like every place is open. The second you can get up there, like they are a thriving community, and the tourism up there is huge.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
There's a lot of things you can do there.
Yeah, it would just be fun to just go there and check it out. Like,
And I have to admit that it
you know,
feels a bit
it's a very
spooky to
it
walk
seems
down
like a
the
very
ocean
special
nights, changing batteries
place.
in my sound
There's not very many
recorder,
places
while
like
being
that in the
surrounded
entire
by these
world.
loud, strange sounds.
Oh, it felt very. It felt weird that I was still in the United States.
It's like the
Yeah.
sound
Because you
of
do
an
not
ancient
feel
spirit
like you
awakening
are,
under the ice, roaring out in the night.
you don't really feel like it, but you're
Yeah.
still using
The ice
money.
does not
It's,
only
you
make
know,
this
it's
magical
a little
music,
odd.
Yeah.
it also
Um,
creates a master.
Same thing happened
and
to
you're
me in
out
Puerto
there.
Rico when I was down there. Yeah, like I didn't feel like I was like part of an American
Puerto Rico
territory.
for sure.
Yeah.
I bet that feels really weird
It does, and it doesn't. You know,
because they speak another language. You know what I mean? Like,
they do a lot of places.
Alaska, yeah, I agree. I feel like I would feel like I was going somewhere else if I was going to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
yeah.
But Alaska is
Look how
beautiful.
beautiful that is, man. That lake.
It's beautiful. This is mesmerizing. It's very
Yeah.
pretty.
It looks like my testicles with very veiny.
All these landscapes are beautiful. I mean,
Thank
that's
you.
why I went to Alaska, because I wanted to, you know, I would love to go in the winter. I would love to like fly a helicopter over glaciers and ice and.
Can you fly? Can you?
No, but I want to get my pilot's license.
I know.
Love to do that.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Actually, it takes a long time.
It's a little while. I had an Uber driver in Utah once that was a pilot, and he kind of gave me the rundown on how to go about it.
Oh, look at that.
He
Look at her
flew
standing
for
on the
a
lake.
private.
It's so
He
fucking cool.
just flew for this one guy. He would just fly him all over the place. That was his job. I think that sounds sick. It sounds like a great job.
Yeah, that's insane. What? And so you've been to Utah too? Damn.
She travels a lot.
Travel, yeah.
Duff, when you have
I pay
was
for
cool.
it.
conversations about travel.
It's paid off of my dime.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What is the coolest place that you've traveled to?
Me?
Like, what is a place that you
What?
call or
What is the
some
place
kind
that?
kind of meaning to you?
Well, I've traveled to quite a few different places. I've been to the Philippines, Israel, Singapore, Hong Kong, fucking Egypt, Italy, London. You know, I don't know. Just I could visit South America and Australia. I want to kind of check out those places. But you know, recently I've been thinking of like the United States in general. Like there's so many places in the United States I just haven't been to. Like I haven't been to Tennessee. Like what the fuck's down in Tennessee? You know, I haven't been to Alaska. I haven't been to Oregon or Texas.
Nothing
or-
much in Tennessee. I've been
Huh?
to Tennessee. I'd like to go to Nashville though. I've never been to Nashville.
Yeah,
Nashville
that's
has
what I'm thinking about.
one of the hottest economies right now.
Hottest what?
Hottest economies right now. Nashville, one of them. Nashville and Austin.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or-
So
Hot.
before the pandemic, me and Yard Sale were gonna go to Boston. I was excited to go there, Boston, Massachusetts.
Austin's
I
fun.
know. I wanted to go to Boston. I wanted Philly when I was living in New York, and I tried to convince Duff to go with me, but she was too cool.
What are you talking about? You never asked me to go to Boston.
You know how I know you're gay?
We
Duff?
were gonna go to one of them. I can't remember.
It's because you wouldn't go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I know you're gay.
I doubt that's true.
It's 100% true.
I have a funny feeling it was the other way around. I went to Boston and asked him to
100%
come,
100%,
and he
not.
wouldn't.
100% not. I wanted to go for sure.
I don't remember that. I like Boston a
much
lot. I have some friends up there. I love to see them whenever I go up.
I love Revolutionary history. And told.
Oh, they have the Freedom Trail. It's a lot of fun, actually.
I wanted to go. You were going for work
Following
or
this red
something.
line.
You were going for work or something, and I was like, "Yes, that's awesome. I definitely want to go. Like, take a couple days off and spend the weekend." And you didn't want to. We were like, "No, I'm just gonna go for the night. You can come if you want, but I'm only staying for like one night." And I was like, "Well, that's not worth the money for me. But let's stay like 3 or 4 days." And you're like, "Nah, I've already been."
Oh yeah, I probably did say that. You could have just went by yourself. I would have been there for 2 days.
Yeah, that's so disappointing.
That's not.
Someone-
Don't blame that on me. That's not my fault.
Definitely not as much fun.
I love exploring cities by myself. So much fun.
So this one is on the great kettlebell run of 2020. I don't know if you guys know this, but you cannot buy a kettlebell
Wait, I did not know that.
to save your motherfucking life.
I like
right
toilet paper.
now. It's worse than toilet paper. You can buy toilet paper.
Wait,
you can't
why
buy,
can't you buy
a
a kettlebell?
dumbbell
Why?
or a kettlebell or
Why?
exercise equipment right now
Why?
anywhere across the country.
Why?
You can't find this shit.
Why?
No joke, dude. I'm not fucking around with you. I spent
Everybody's
all
working
day.
out.
I spent all day Monday
Okay.
trying
but
to buy weights
Why?
because when all this started, all the people out there that are exercise fanatics that go to the gym realized that all the gyms are going to close, and
Holy
so
shit!
they
So they're
bought.
stocked up on all that shit.
They're
Oh my
stocked up
God.
on exercise equipment. Every piece of exercise equipment right
That's
now
nuts.
is like out of stock. There
nuts.
are websites right now. So like I've bought like at-home dumbbells. Like you just get like a regular metal dumbbell that you do curls with. You can get like a set of like with interchangeable weight plates, so you can change the weight.
Yeah.
And it costs like $50 on Amazon.
Dude,
They're going for like $500 right now.
No
dude. It's
way.
crazy. I'm not fucking joking with you, dude. You go on Craigslist right now. If you go on Craigslist, I was like, okay, this is crazy. Let me go to the private market, and someone will sell me a pair of dumbbells for
But
cheap.
why the
I'll
fuck
get
were
one.
you trying to buy dumbbells?
Because I haven't been able to
Target.
exercise. Because I want to exercise. I haven't been able to exercise for fucking like a month, dude.
You don't
I'm in a
exercise,
fist.
bro. And also, why
Dude,
exercise
I go to the
when
gym.
you can
I go
just
to the
watch
gym
TV?
For like the last year, I go to the gym pretty consistently. Like
At
not
what
always.
cost?
Use your own body weight.
At what cost? Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
suck at that
Actually,
shit. I don't have
actually,
the discipline.
you don't
right.
need that stuff. I got the
That's true,
most
but-
ripped I got in my entire life was when I was doing time and I was just using my body weight. I was the best shape of my entire
I'm not
life.
denying that, but that doesn't work for me. Like for me, I need weights. I need like a thing. I need to go lift something heavy. That's really the only
You
thing
need a token
that
or
I'll-
something to run off
that I'll
of.
do consistently. Like I won't do body weight exercise consistently. I won't do HIIT consistently. I won't do cardio consistently. But weightlifting, I love weightlifting, and I'll do that shit consistently.
Dumbbell. How do you even spell dumbbell?
Dumb?
Looking, they weren't
Like
on
you are
like Target
dumb?
or Walmart, but I think there's some on Dick's.
No, they're not. Try and order it.
What's on Dick's?
Yes, they'll show up. They'll show up on the site.
Dude,
but
I
as soon
see
as you
I
try
see
to
them
order
for
it,
like $35 and shit. 35
No.
Oh, they're not
bucks.
available.
All
They're
right,
not available.
there's this one that says $950.
Saw that
See
one
what
too.
I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They're
Yeah.
fucking. Look at that. A pair of dumbbells. A pair of regular 20-pound dumbbells.
$500. Holy shit.
15-pound dumbbells for $200.
What
Look
the
at that
But I
shit,
have that
dude.
full weight set downstairs. Wasn't I telling you about that?
Yeah, you should sell that shit right now, man.
For,
Sell it
like,
to
a
make some
bench?
bank.
I
Yeah,
could
sell
literally
that
make
shit
some
for,
money
like,
off of that. I was
$2
thinking about
grand.
putting it out in the garbage.
No, you should sell that shit right now for sure.
Who
telling
is
you,
gonna
it's-
buy this shit for like? That's
It's
insane.
crazy. That's what I'm saying. Who would buy this shit?
That's
How
insane.
much should I put it up for? How much would a bench set go for?
Probably like $500 right now.
Now?
That's insane.
It's pretty old. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you later. I'd like
Yeah.
to make some money. That would be awesome.
Look at this idiot selling 5-pound dumbbells for $5. You idiot. You could totally sell it for way more. Idiot.
Those weights? How much are those weights?
5 pounds.
Those are the weights that I have. No, up, go up. Yeah. Nope. The ones to the to the right.
These?
Go back. No, go back. Go
What?
back. Go back. Yeah. See the 3 on the grass?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you click on that?
I did click on that. All right, here we go. $185 for the 35-pound and $125 for the 25-pound.
See? Look at that, dude.
Wow.
Look at those plates. They're going for hundreds of dollars, dude. It's nuts. When I discovered this, I was like, for the last few weeks, I'm lazy as fuck.
Wow.
I've been making excuses for myself. And then, so finally this week, I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. Like, I need to just buy a weight set and start working out in my garage. And so I went to go buy like some dumbbells and shit. And I saw this. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Waited too long.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
All right,
I ordered
guys.
this thing called the Gorilla Bug. So
Wait,
it's
what's
supposed to come in like a week.
What's the gorilla bug?
Gorilla Bow. It's kind of cool. Look it up.
Gorilla bow.
Like bow and arrow.
Oh, it's like a resistance training. Gotcha.
Yeah.
$200. Yeah, it's not bad. Get it.
I ordered one of
you go
those.
get it, big bro. You go get it, big
Yep.
buddy, and then take a picture on Instagram. Go get
Yep.
it, big buddy.
Well, that looks cool.
Yeah. Hey guys.
You can do a lot with it. You can do bench and squat and deadlifts and like shoulder presses and
Yeah.
that's why I got it because I can.
And it's
bench
only
and
$200.
Deadlift.
Um,
I miss the deadlift, man. Deadlift is so good.
I'm
I've
talk forever
gotta,
about
guys. I've gotta end this stream. It's
We've only been going for an hour.
yeah. No, I mean, I got a shit ton of stuff to do after this, and also I need to give lessons.
One more.
So,
Do one more article. You gotta look at
Oh, we could do the lessons another night. I want to like mess around with it a little bit.
okay. Well, I mean, you should
If
at
you
least
don't
learn how
want
to tune it. So.
True, I should.
It'll be 100 times more mess aroundable if you tune it,
Right.
and I'll show you like a really basic chord that'll just blow your fucking like you'll be able to play all sorts of things, and
before
then you'll
we
be able to
before
bust
we do
around.
that.
But
Before
yeah,
we do that,
yeah,
you gotta
let's-
look at this.
let's go.
I got one
Let's
more
go.
link. You gotta
What
check
is it? Come on, let's go.
Check out the guy with the paramotor.
The guy with the what?
There's another link to a YouTube channel on there.
This
So
guy
some-
has
so-
a paramotor. All right.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like this before. And it's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen, dude.
Oh, I like a. Oh, okay. Yeah. I seen this. You ain't seen this before. This thing.
I've never seen it before. I discovered it a couple of days ago.
So real.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. These things are awesome, man. I
looks
seen
so
video.
Cool.
I've seen videos of people like they'll like take off and go grocery shopping and then like take off again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first episode I saw, he went to McDonald's
Oh,
to get a
McDonald's,
cheeseburger.
yeah, that's right. To get a burger.
He ate a cheeseburger in the sky. I was like, what the fuck? He's just like cruising over like farmland and shit. He's just flying. He's flying. He's sitting in a chair flying. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
It is the craziest thing, and the thing is like I don't think he needs a permit or anything. Anybody could just buy this thing.
I don't know how it works, but it's insane.
Yeah.
How far can you travel?
I don't know. I don't know how much gas.
What is it called?
It's called a paramotor. He is just sitting in his chair with a big ass fan on his back and the fucking parachute, and he just flies around once. It's
amazing.
Fucking crazy.
He's so high. Oh my god.
He's crazy high, like a fucking airplane. It's insane.
He is high.
It's like it is like, oh my god, look at that. That would be terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Part of it.
Wait, have you gone skydiving yet?
No.
I have.
So this shouldn't be so terrifying to you, Jeff.
No, I mean, I was definitely terrified. I went twice. The second time I was like terrified jumping out for some reason.
Twice, and you're still terrified? I went and I'm like, I can jump out of my building right now and survive.
Oh my god, he's like flying through that canyon shit.
This would be cool. I mean, I would definitely be interested in doing this for sure.
It looks so fucking cool, right?
Yeah.
Birds.
Yeah.
That is cool.
And he puts like a selfie camera on his foot so he can like film himself and like have, you know what I mean?
Ooh, this bridge shot is really cool. That, you know, some of these places he's got to like get clearance to do these things.
Right?
Whoa,
oh wow, that is cool.
I wouldn't be doing these flips though. I wouldn't be doing these flips. That seems terrible.
That bridge looks like the Bay Bridge. I look like California.
Well, you know that bridge, that style of bridge is like really popular. They got one in New York now.
Oh, really?
One in Boston too.
Oh, dude, my lag is way bad. I'm just seeing these flips right now. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I would definitely not be doing
jumping
that.
off of a cliff for me right now. They don't have a fan on their back.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching now too.
That's something different.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
I don't think I could jump off a cliff.
I mean, cliff diving is even, I don't know. Cliff diving gets me all the time. People do it all the time. This motherfucker just threw a goddamn piece of TP.
Where they wear like the squirrel suits where they're like
oh, they're flying. Yeah, they're flying.
You know those ones?
But
that's weird. What is that?
Look
the TP?
Look at him launch with the fucking fan. Look at that. Yeah, why did he throw the toilet paper? Just to show how high he is?
How much are these things, man?
I don't know, but I feel like we need to get one.
They might be really cheap right now. You know, because some things are really expensive and the other things are really, really...
Thing you can do by yourself.
Yeah. Because kettlebells are worth their weight in gold, but a flying machine is dirt cheap.
Wait. You can get one on Amazon. Yo, you can get one on Amazon.
Of course you can. Did you guys hear I got dinosaur bones?
$6,000.
$6,000? Is that how much they are?
$6,000.
That's worth it, dude.
Oh, you can get this one with wheels. And apparently you don't need a license because it's just it's self-regulating. Apparently.
Is that just the? Is that with the parachute or is that just the motor?
I think it's just the motor. Engines, parts, paramotoring. What is this?
Did you show up to work in this? It's like, hey guys.
So there's this guy in New York, right? That I guess he takes like a boat to work every day.
Kayak? I see the.
Yeah.
I saw him on the news a couple of years ago. There was some guy that would come from Jersey on a kayak.
Yep.
I was like, that's pretty damn cool. If you can do that, why not?
So it seems like the range for the motor alone is somewhere between $6,000 and $8,000.
It's definitely worth it, dude.
Hold on. Let me just check these air conceptions. All right, so there's cheaper models.
You got to do some research and see what the difference is. Like, so horsepower and you probably. I wonder if there's like a starter kit or something that comes with the wing and shit. They call them wings, I think. The parachute's called a wing.
Call them wings. Call for price.
Yeah, so you could get one for like 10 grand.
Yeah.
Easy. Probably easy. You could get a full kit for 10 G's, probably.
You know what we can do, you know what we can do though? We could go in on it together.
Yeah.
Each contribute a little bit and then
let's start a
take
GoFundMe.
turns with it. Nah, you know what? I really don't like GoFundMe. It makes whenever I see GoFundMe or I hear GoFundMe, I immediately think to myself and say in my head, "Go fuck yourself."
Sometimes I think that too. It sucks because there really are some good things on there, and
yeah, totally. But
other people ruined it.
It's just the branding thing. What is this? Never mind. Anyways, I digress. Thank you, everybody. I'm shutting this shit down. Shut this shit down, and then I'm gonna show you how to tune your guitar, and then I gotta go do things.
I go get my guitar.
Thanks, people. Peace out.
Bye.
Love you.